I now take this opportunity to kindly invite our distinguished guests to take their seats on the dais. At the very onset, we would like to invite our Honorable Health Minister, Mr. Vishwajit Rane, onto the dais, please. Along with our Minister for Revenue, Mrs. Jennifer Monserrat. Calling upon our next prominent guest, the Dean of Goa Medical College, Dr. Shivanand Bandekar. I now cordially invite our special invitee, Dr. Shailesh Muthampekar, the renowned laparoscopic surgeon who has flown specially to Goa for this event. It is my privilege also to invite Dr. Neeta Varthi, our special guest, a well-known gynecological surgeon. Thank you, dear guests. The stage is all set and geared up for our next item on the agenda. We would like to felicitate each of our special guests with a bouquet of flowers as a token of our appreciation. May I call upon Nandini and Arya to kindly come up forward. Arya, you will hand over the bunch of flowers.
I'd first like to welcome Sir, our Health Minister, Shri Vishwajit Rane. You know how busy he is running from one end of the state to the other and outside the state, managing the health of the state itself, not just the people. And I know how busy he is, and thank you for coming here, sir, despite all your busy schedules. Thank you, and a big hand for him. Madam Jennifer Monserrat, thank you for being here this evening. It had to be a very elegant, pretty, and controlled lady to release the verses, and we needed you to be here today. And thank you for coming here and spending your evening with us. God bless you, and a big hand for her too. I welcome you, sir. Dr. Shivanand Bandekar, who is the Dean of Goa Medical College, was just explaining to me the dilemmas of running an institution, and the way he does it is unbelievable and immensely challenging job. He is also the classmate of my wife, Dr. Jayashree, and we know him for a long time. From the time he used to hit sixes and fours on the ground when he was a first and second MBBS student. That is why he can do such good orthopedic surgery, physically fit but mentally sound, and a great administrator and a great surgeon by himself. And I'm very thankful to you that you found time to come here today. Thank you so much, sir. And a big hand for Dr. Shivanand. The boss of surgeries and the uterine transplant, Dr. Shailesh Muthampekar, I don't have to introduce him to all of you. And the versatility with which he operates is unbelievable. He can operate many surgeries in a day, and every time that he is talking, he's actually explaining and teaching and explaining and teaching, and you can't make out whether he's actually teaching or he's explaining. And he has done so many workshops across that many of you surgeons who are sitting here and do excellent laparoscopic surgeries have learned most of the things from him, seen his videos and his books. I have also learned a lot from him, and I do my daring of doing this robotic surgery in a very small way due to what Shailesh Muthampekar teaches. And thank you for being here. And of course, Madam Neeta Vati, she's not just a great laparoscopic surgeon, but she has become a family member for us. She's extremely close to my entire family. And the daring with which she operates is unbelievable. Nobody thought that a lady would operate like this. But now everybody knows that across India, Madam Neeta Vati is not just a name, but she is a surgical authority of the kind that only can be appreciated if you see her operating. From the biggest names, I don't want to name them, in the country, from across the globe, people come to her for the surgeries, and she does them successfully every single time. The kind of dedication that she has is unbelievable. I've seen her finishing surgeries at 11 o'clock in the night, taking a flight at 12 o'clock, coming to our hospital and starting surgeries again at 7 o'clock like she was fresh. I don't know how you do it, madam, but thank you for what you are, and you are an inspiration for me. There are so many friends and my teachers here in the audience. I don't know, I am not mentioning each one of you, but I want to thank you for being here. We have Mr. Anil Kaunto, Dr. Dilip Amankar, who is being my teacher, my mom, and my mother-in-law, or more like my mom's, Mrs. Mrinalini Joshi, who is also like a mom to my daughters, Dr. Mihir and Dr. Jairaj, who are my sons, and all of you here who are here only because of the love and care that you have, Siddharth, my friend too, and so many of you surgeons, all my colleagues who are here. I thank you all for coming here, and I welcome you to this August evening, of an evening of a kind that I did not think would happen in our hospital. To tell you the truth, I don't know whether we got the robo or the robo got us. It just so happened that 3 months back, the robotic system person came to me and he told me that I have been sent to you by Dr. Pramod Talawlikar. Thank you, sir, for coming. And he somehow believed that we could sustain the robotic system in our hospital. We did not think that it was going to be possible, but somehow we went through the training and now surgeries are happening. We seek your blessings of all of you who are here to make sure that it goes through in a very successful manner. Thank you so much for coming once again. God bless you all. Thanks.
It is with great pleasure I would like to introduce Dr. Shailesh Puntambekar, who is recognized as one of the finest advanced laparoscopic surgeons globally and the first robotic onco-surgeon of India. He has performed more than 500 robotic surgeries. The credit for all the recognitions that Dr. Puntambekar has achieved goes to his dedication, knowledge, and immense experience in the healthcare industry. Dr. Shailesh Puntambekar is heading the Galaxy Care Institute Center for Advanced Laparoscopic and Robotic Surgery in Pune. He has developed laparoscopic radical hysterectomy for cancer cervix, known world over as the Pune technique. He has also conducted India's first successful uterine transplant. Dr. Shailesh believes in sharing his knowledge and experience so that Indian healthcare industry should stand tall. With this vision in mind, Dr. Puntambekar has many publications, books, and videos to his credit. It's a great honor to have you here, Dr. Puntambekar. May I please invite you onto the podium to enlighten everyone from your exceptional experience and achievements in this field.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my close friend Dr. Kedar Parte, because of whom I have revived my coming to Goa. It's a pleasure to come and operate at Goa, and that too at Kedar's place. It feels like home. And thanks to a lot of CMR team which has put up the robo in Goa. I'm just going to tell you something about the robotic surgery, because a lot of people think that robotic surgery is something which is just a gimmick. So I always, whenever people ask me that why do you want to do robotic surgery, my answer to that is very simple. If you board a flight, do you ever think who are your pilots? Whether the pilot is he, she, what are the qualifications? You just believe on the machine that will take you from one place to another. The question that we have to ask in healthcare system, have we arrived at an arena when the patient, who is our final priority and always, can 100% know that his surgery will be safe, precise, and always will achieve wonderful results. That is the reason you keep on asking whether his surgeon is good, average, whether he is excellent. What robotic surgery does is to fill up the gap between having skills and not having one. Not everybody is born with the skills. So robotic surgery helps you to give these acquired skills which are absent, as a result of which making the surgery safe, precise, with wonderful outcomes, irrespective of who the surgeon is. I know in this process, as a surgeon, you may miss out because nobody will call you an excellent surgeon because they will believe in robotic surgery. But finally, what is the aim in our country or anywhere in the world? That every patient that comes to you at any point of time should be giving and getting the best surgery, precise surgery, and that is what the robotic surgery achieves. What can you do with robotic surgery? Except for taking out the baby out of the uterus, every single surgery in the body can be done with the robotic area. And the most important thing is that it is like driving a car. So even a 10th grade passing out person drives a vehicle in our country. Similarly, even an average surgeon can do good robotic surgery. So robotic surgery is not the future, it is the present. So what was the problem of not utilizing this robotic surgery? There were two. One was a mental block that whether we will be able to perform this kind of surgery. And second was a huge financial load because the system that was existing in the world was only one. I will not name the system, but unfortunately for 15 years there was only one system. And if there is no competition, then they can charge exorbitantly. This system which has come in is not only affordable, but it is very much doable. And one has to understand that no technology will grow unless it is taken to the masses. With this robotic technology, we can take this to the masses, because finally, if you cannot take it to the masses, if you remain only for the few elite people, then this technology, no technology is worth it. So I think it's a great dream and a great thinking on Dr. Kedar Parte's idea. Not only has he bought the robo, but he has brought few surgeons under one roof, and he would be able to perform all kinds of surgery. I would be coming every month, and my aim is not to come to Goa lifelong. My aim is to train every Goan surgeon to become a robotic surgeon. So at the end of 1 year, you don't need any Shailesh Puttambekar or Dr. Neeta Verti. All Goan surgeons would be able to perform the same quality of surgery that would be performed worldwide. And this is the basic idea of having this robo. I'm sure with this dream and with a little support from you people as well as the patients, and of course the awareness, because there is a misconception that when a robotic surgery is done, the surgeon is not close to the patient's body, and as a result of which, if any mishap takes place, there will be a problem. It's a completely wrong concept. Robotic surgery is like driving a car on a 10-lane expressway where there is no traffic. Having an accident in this kind of surgery is rarity. You have to be a real fool to make these accidents, and this is what is needed. Less complications, precise surgery, and every time a good surgery. The Americans, who are known to sell ice to the Eskimos, when I first went to America to see the robotic surgery, it said that, do you know that the person who is going to operate on you is an excellent surgeon, but yesterday night he had a fight with his wife, he had 2 more drinks, so he is not mentally stable. Would you like to get operated by an excellent surgeon who is not in a great mood on Monday morning? Or would you like to get operated by a surgeon who is stable at heart? Welcome to robotic surgery. Now this is too much to say. This is because the Americans always, as I said, like to sell ice to the Eskimos, that this is the best ice this has been manufactured. But truthfully, robotic surgery is the present. Robotic surgery can achieve every surgery from thyroid to gynec surgery. And I'm sure all the people in Goa will be able to take benefit from this center. I take this opportunity to wish Dr. Kedar Parte, his hospital and his entire staff a very good luck. I'm sure 1 year down the line, you will be establishing a great center from all around to do robotic surgery, and you will get patients from all over the world. Thank you, Kedar, for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
And the Limca Book of Records with her team that laparoscopically removed the heaviest uterine fibroid ever reported in the world, weighing 5.6 kgs. And that's a record which she has bettered time and again over the years. The technique for genital prolapse she devised finds a special mention in Shaw's textbook of gynecology, which is a curriculum textbook for postgraduate students of gynecology the world over. May I invite you to the podium, Dr. Neeta Varthi, to share your acumens and experiences.
Dignitaries on the dais, let me first congratulate Kedar, Shailesh and the CMR team for putting Goa on the map for advanced surgical techniques which will be second to none. I think Goa now is right there on the map along with all the major centers in the country. All the best to you. When you think about advanced techniques, the current generation is very well versed and takes to it like fish to water. So nowadays we have these techniques where the young people know what they want. They're very smart, very sharp, are ready to put in their effort and exactly know what they're going to do. We always took life as it came and we made our decisions very easily. We have these people shadowing us. I'm just telling you a small incident as to what happens. A girl from US nowadays, they shadow the surgeons to find out whether what profession they're looking at, would they be happy doing if there's somebody already doing it. So we had this girl coming to us, and as it is customary at the end of the whole thing, we take them out for a little dinner. And she asked me, Dr. Neeta, how many years do I have to study before I actually settle down? And my daughter, who was with us, burst out laughing in the middle of her food, and she said she's 60 and still studying. That's the wrong question to ask. So I think we all like, as a human race, we love inertia. We are not happy to change. Whether you call it inertia, you call it complacency, comfort zone, or whatever, it's very difficult to come out. But as medical professionals, I think Shailesh and all of us know that inertia is a luxury we cannot afford. Fortunately, we were placed, Shailesh told you about the robo. I'm just taking you through what happened before the robo came, so that everything sort of matches. So when I was fortunate enough to be in the transition zone where as students we learned open surgery, which was the conventional surgery then. Today conventional surgery would be laparoscopic, going into robotics, and then it would be robotics. And as we know that whatever a human mind can think of and believe in, it will achieve. So you don't even can imagine as to what the future is going to be. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be, every person has to be passionate about learning these skills. So when we learned, I remember, I think 2007 or was it 2005, I'm not sure, when I started coming to Kedar's place. And that journey has been amazing. We started from very small laparoscopic surgeries like infertility surgeries, then graduated to major surgeries, hysterectomies, probably myomectomies, then larger tumors, then came cancer surgeries and the delicacy of the little technical minutiae about endometriosis surgery. And while I was on this, the onus of making the people aware, because finally it is the end user, our patients who are going to be using it. And the journey was amazing. And initially the onus of explaining everything to the patient was the doctors. Today we have a lot of marketing done by the industry and so many advances. So I just remember a very cute little episode, a funny little episode that happened along. Because every time we had a patient, we would try and convince the patient that yes, laparoscopy is good. I know conventional surgery is the gold standard, but this is something new and it works. And as any new or any change is always resisted, we had a lot of colleagues who, one, either they were not aware that actually these surgeries can be done, or maybe they were that fear of losing patients to something which is new, and which may or may not hold was there. So this is a funny experience I'm going to tell you. There's a patient who came, he was a car mechanic, got his wife with a large fibroid. Kedar will remember this. And very nicely, and that time we would go into hyperboles explaining how the laparoscopy will work and this, and won't be a big incision and a small incision and that whole big fibroid will come out. As it would be, he looked very convinced. We were all scared, ready to schedule him. He went straight to the earlier doctor who was treating him. He was a car mechanic, and I just would like to tell you, though I can't speak Konkani very well, I'm just going to try and explain to you what the doctor told him. He was worried that this patient will go and get laparoscopy, and many like him. So he said, "Are car mechanic mare tu, थोडी टकलं वापर तुझं. कोणी पण डॉक्टर येता, काय पण सांगता, काय इन्स्ट्रुमेंट हाडता, आणि तो हो म्हणून आलो. कार मेकॅनिक असा ना, तुगेल कार कचरा पडला, इंजिनमध्ये कचरो गेलो, कसे काढतलो? बॉनेट उघडून पळयतलो की एक्झॉस्ट पाईपमधून वाकून पळयतलो तू? थोडा विचार कर." So, I'm just telling you this because it was a hilarious experience. He said, if the car engine is bad, will you open the bonnet or will you look through an exhaust pipe? So we've gone through all these phases, and I just want to say that now the brilliance of Versius. See, initially when the robot came, as Shailesh was explaining, it was a white elephant. It was difficult to sustain. So we have this system which is sustainable, and with Kedar's, I think Kedar, everything is larger than life. Kedar has huge number of patients. Whenever we have food, he'll order a huge amount of, he'll shower everybody with a lot of love. So everything about Kedar is larger than life. And a little bit about his team. Dr. Veena is here, a rock solid anesthetist. In a way, she's growing younger every day. She's more enthusiastic than all of us. And she's the one who, we don't have to look at the patient's head end at all. So that's a big blessing. Dr. Jyoti, thank you for being you. A very simple, very hard-working girl. Her mission in life is to look after patients and feed all the doctors that come. The next day when we call to find out how the patients have been in all these years, it's just a formality because Jyoti has already seen them and everybody is fine. Touch wood, so many years, and we've really had luck on our side. Our patients have really done well. And I would not be able to complete this without talking about Kedar's better half, the ever smiling, ever beautiful, loving Dr. Jayashree Padte. If I had to explain what Jayashree is today in one sentence, I would just say that all of us have a little white, a little black, and a few shades of grey. For Jayashree's life, it is only white and black, and she always treads the path which is white.
Thank you, Dr. Neeta Varthi, for sharing with us your experiences. No wonder, indeed, it is a proud feat to be in the Guinness Book and the Limca Book of World Records. Dr. Shivanand Bandekar is presently working as the Dean at the Goa Medical College, Bambali. He has 28 years of extensive teaching and clinical experience. He is an eminent personality in the field of orthopedic procedures, and his expertise lies in providing complete patient care while performing all procedures with complete precision. His rich surgical and clinical experience is backed by several national and international fellowships. The dedicated and consistent efforts made by Dr. Bandekar in the field of orthopedics have helped in his services getting well recognized and appreciated among the medical fraternity. Due to his outstanding contribution, sound clinical judgment, and fine surgical skills, he has been felicitated many a times by globally recognized and reputed institutions. He has gained mastery in surgeries, especially in trauma, including pelvic and spinal trauma, arthroscopy, arthroplasty, etc. It is with great admiration I invite you, Dr. Shivanand Bandekar, to address our gathering.
My respected senior colleagues here, ladies and gentlemen, today in fact it is a great milestone in the history of Goa's healthcare. And I'm happy to see my own health minister, who has been so dynamic and so caring about the patients in the state of Goa. He knows so much of medicine, He learns medicine, he does homework, and he gives us lectures. It is just that we are about to give him honorary MBBS and call him Dr. Vishwajit Rane, because you see the state of Goa Medical College, which is the tertiary institute in the state, the only tertiary care center. Sometimes when we get visitors, sometimes when we get MCI inspectors, now they are called as an MC inspectors, they keep asking me, is this a government hospital? Doesn't look like. Because it is considered to be the best government hospital in the country, and we owe this to our great health minister who is so dynamic. And I'm happy that he is there today to see what is robotic surgery. So to get robots in GMC, my 50% job is done today. Because I know that he is a person who will go for advancement. He is a person who will look for the benefits of the patient. Whatever said and done, we started doing computer-assisted knee in Goa Medical College. Our first CAS knee, it is known as a CAS method. We did a bilateral, computerized, computer-assisted total knee. And we were doing lots of knees in 2013. But the outcome of this computer-assisted knee, a bilateral knee, was totally different from the knee that was done with conventional jigs. There were many advantages of this computer-assisted knee. At that time, we felt that this is costly, government hospitals cannot afford this. And we also found that finally, computer will tell you to cut at some degrees of angle, but your hand may not go to those degrees. That is the biggest vacuum in this computer system. So we were looking at so many things. Finally, in 2017-18, I was in one conference called VIROC conference in Bombay. There I was chairing one session where there was robot-assisted unilateral uni-knee. Uni means you just replace that compartment of knee joint which is arthritic. So this kind of a specific things can be done with robotic surgery. We say whenever the new technologies come, we always talk of the price, the money. And as Dr. Kedar said, he doesn't know whether he got a robot or robot got him. I would like that robot should get me in GMC with the same principles which he is using, so that I can give this facility to the poor, to the people who really need it. It is not that the technique is costly and we should only look at the price. There are areas where robot is a must, especially in open heart surgeries, especially in pediatric urology, especially in total hip replacement, total knee replacement. At the end of the day, you create what is called as MIS, minimally invasive surgery. And the results of minimally invasive surgery is there is less pain post-operatively, there is less morbidity, and there is faster recovery. So finally, it comes back to the community in a larger way. I would use this opportunity to request our Honorable Health Minister to look at this kind of a technique and upgrade Goa Medical College in this respect. He has done a lot of work in Goa Medical College, including starting of new departments like oncology, cardiothoracic, cardiology. All these departments were started under his leadership, and now we are also looking at starting off medical and surgical gastroenterology. So it is, if you see the statistics of the country, we have 32,000 hospitals in whole country, but out of of these 32,000 hospitals, only 100 hospitals have robotic surgery facilities. So we need to upgrade. We need to see that this technology is used in a right way, for the right procedure, with the right economics, and get the best results. It would be great if the hospitals like Goa Medical College also adopts such technologies in certain departments. I would take this opportunity to thank Dr. Kedar, and he gave me opportunity to express my view.
I'm very proud and happy to introduce to you our Honorable Revenue Minister of the Goa Legislative Assembly, who is the Cabinet Minister for Revenue, IT, Labour and Employment. She is the only woman minister in Dr. Pramod Sawant's cabinet, as well as the first woman MLA to be elected from the Talegaon Assembly for 2 consecutive terms. I have the pleasure to invite you, Mrs. Jennifer Montserrat, to kindly say a few words on this occasion.
And Dr. Bharti, okay, it's amazing. Congratulations on your achievements, and it's because of women like you that you are an inspiration to women all around and to me, including me. Let today be a milestone in Goa's history in the field of medicine and technology. As we adopt the Versuis robotic surgery system, surgeons in Goa can now perform operations with extreme precision and in the most minimal invasive way. Surgeries have been primarily the same since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. Traditional surgery until now is being performed by doctors, limited by the precision of their hands. But today, we've discovered ways to aid doctors and surgeons to use robotic arms and systems to perform even the most high-risk surgeries with complete ease and total control, thereby removing the possibility of human error completely. This technology has already been performed in many hospitals across India, and now as Goa adopts the first Versuis robotic system, I urge young, experienced entrepreneurs and specialists like Dr. Kedar Fateh to take up the tall challenges and to put Goa on the forefront of medicine and technology. Dr. Kedar, it's because of such achievements in your career that you have undoubtedly earned the title of being one of the best in your field. I wish you and your very enthusiastic team all the best of what's to come. I would also like to congratulate and acknowledge the efforts of our Honorable CM and my friend and colleague, Honorable Health Minister, for their constant endeavors to bring the state-of-the-art technology and medical facilities to the state of Goa. Just as the Dean said, our Goa Medical College has improved considerably after Mr. Vishwajit Rani has taken over. He's a well-traveled person. He's very interested in bringing reforms to Goa Medicals, and I'm sure after the revealing of this, that is one of the things he would like to bring to the new hospital. As IT Minister, I look forward to see vast opportunities in setting up production units, IT offices, labs and research facilities related to robotics and artificial intelligence at our very own electronic manufacturing cluster at Tuve. Together, let's bring innovation to our shores and shine bright as the IT startup superstar of India. Like as they say, everything is great in Goa, and I say IT is better in Goa too. Thank you, Dr. Kedar, for having me here.
Great listening to you and your experiences and also your achievements, because for us it's always a learning process. Today all the well-wishers here, doctors, all prominent people, prominent industrialists who are here, all are here because of Dr. Kedar Fateh. Doctor has always been revolutionary for a very long time in making changes and starting things that were never seen in the state of Goa. And somebody who I always look up to. We generally talk about how we can bring about change in the area of health, area of this health sector. Health sector is a very dynamic field which keeps on changing. Like doctor mentioned, that education for a doctor never stops. Technology is changing, and if a doctor is highly educated and doesn't keep pace with technology and innovations, then he's not going to be a successful doctor and he's not able to move forward. Like Jennifer mentioned, same way Dr. Kedar, who's been always bringing a lot of change, doing a lot for the state of Goa. Not only me, right from my father's time, I think they all look up to him for all that he has done in his field. in the state of Goa. I can only say is, I was actually going through the Instagram page of CMR Surgicals, just trying to see what new things and where, just to understand, because it's very easy to come on stage and give a speech, but many times what happens is it's important for us, as Dr. knows, Dr. Bandekar, who's heading our Goa Medical College, like I always say that he's a great support to me, and also we are in the process of bringing new change and also new innovation and commissioning the Prime Minister's dream project here in the state of Goa, a 500 crore new hospital which should be commissioned in the next 4-5 months. We have been also looking at different things, how best we can move forward. Robotics is necessary. We actually, many years back, I think when I was a minister earlier, we had brought in the Neuro Navigator for precision surgery in the area of neurosurgery. And I think it was an 8-arm also in those days. Things have changed. Artificial intelligence in the area of healthcare also is playing a very prominent role. And it's changing, and robotics, I think, with the type of the technology that Dr. Kedar Pharte is now going to set up this center, I'm sure it's going to help a lot of patients and all of us. Precision surgery is something which is very important. All of you know, doctors have mentioned, the experts have spoken for a better outcome and for a successful outcome. Many times we ask a doctor after the surgery, doctor, how successful was it? And if you want to enhance the success rate, then the precision surgery is something that is very important. And I think through robotics you can achieve what you want to achieve. Doctor, thank you for having us. Once the experts speak, then it becomes very difficult for a politician to go on. And once they have spoken, then it's better for us to conclude and only say and wish you all the very best. And we are also in the process, and like I said, learning, for us also always it's a learning process, because health is something that is very sensitive, a subject that needs to be, proper application of mind, and only then you are able to implement what you want to implement. We are also in the process of trying to do different things and get doctors from different places, our own doctors who are outside the state of Goa, give them an opportunity within the state of Goa so that they can come and excel and do things for our citizens in the state of Goa. I would like to, on this occasion, and all the well-wishers who have come here for you, Doctor, especially all of us are here because of you, and thank you for having us, and wishing you and the new center all the very best. I'm sure with your mindset, the constant innovations that you have been always bringing, I'm sure you'll achieve a lot of success, lot of more technology, innovations keep on happening, and through this robotics and precision surgery, I'm sure you will achieve a lot of success, and this will be of great benefit to the people of the state of Goa. Wishing you and Dr. Mrs. Pharte, your daughter, your whole family, lots of success. Our good wishes are always with you. Thank you so much for having all of us here today to grace this occasion. And I'm sure this is just the beginning. You'll take it to a different level, and also be, like we always discuss and we always mention, that how best can the government tie up with the private doctors and private specialists, so that we are able to have some sort of a model that is hand-holding between each other, so that we can do something in a different way in terms of a hybrid model in the state of Goa. Thank you so much.
Sir. Sir.
Dr. Kedar Patte to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
झालं ब्रो
I'm impressed with your words which you used in IT, and the thing which is there on my mind about this system is artificial intelligence. And tomorrow, I'm sure the artificial intelligence is going to be used in a film, and we just take her for granted. I mean, sometimes I'm not even there in the theater she's operating, and I'm in my OPD, and it's such a homely thing to have. Dr. Shivanand Mandekar, thank you so much for being a close friend and also a mentor to the Goa Medical College. I'm sure with your efforts, newer and newer technologies will get added and more things will happen. Now, I just want to add one thing before I conclude, and I want to thank you all, but I want you to understand that I'm only 65 years old and may even retire soon. So, Mr. Lakshmikant Khanolkar, is he here somewhere? Can you put up your hand? Sir, thank you so much. He is a big man, and his entire team of CMR who has helped us to install this robo at our place, and we have already operated on almost 15 cases. And this has been happening because of you and for the technologies that you have transferred to us. But I have not got this for the purpose of Kedar Patte Hospital at all. It's a playground. See, our youngsters can play good. All of us understand cricket, and we have fantastic batsmen who can go out and hit sixes. But if you don't make a pavilion for them, they will have no place to practice. And please, all surgeons of entire Goa and the Goa Medical College are free to come and train at our place, free of cost. Absolutely free of cost. The Vasius team will also give us, there is no charging involved, and when they are trained, they should go back and learn and apply their knowledge to their patients. And this is the sole purpose of us installing this robo, and that will be the sole purpose of continuing medical education. And that is why we are all here. I thank you all. Mr. Digambar Kamath and Mrs. are also here. Thank you, sir, and welcome for coming here. So many of my friends are here, whose names I'm not taking, but I can understand the love in the atmosphere, and I thank you, each and every one of you, for coming here today evening and making this a big success. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you. God bless.
ना आता डॉक्टर केदार फडते आयज एक इनिशिएटीव घेवन एक रोबोटिक सर्जरीचे एक नवे तरेचे मशीन हाडपाचो ताणी प्रयत्न केल्लो आसा. आतां मॅडम जेनिफरान सांगल्या सारकें आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स एंड रोबोटिक सर्जरीच्या माध्यमांतल्यान प्रिसिजन एंड बरो पैकी आउटकम आमकां गावूंक शकता. आतां तेणी उल्लेख केला आनी हांवें बी उल्लेख केला की डॉक्टर फडते केदार फडते सारके डॉक्टरांनी आमच्या गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजान ह्या तरेचे आमचे वेगळे तरेचे टायअप करपाची गरज आसा. आनी ह्या तरेचे मशीन हाडल्यार म्हाका दिसता लोकांक खुबशे बरें जातलें, बरे पैकी सर्जऱ्यो जातल्यो आनी आउटकम बेसिकली युअर सक्सेस रेट ऑफ द सर्जरी विल बी मच हायर. आनी हे पळोवन म्हाका बी अशें दिसता की आमी आतां नव्या हॉस्पिटलान जेन्ना बांदता, आतां डॉक्टर बांदेकरान उल्लेख केला की ऑर्थोपॅडीक सर्जरीक एक वेगळे तरेचे रोबोटीक आनी ह्या तरेचे इक्विपमेंट जाय. आमी डेफिनेटली ते घेतले आनी आमकां ते घेवपाची गरज पडना, कारण ते आमी लीज रेंटल बेसिसचेर आमी घेवं शकता. आमचे डॉक्टरांची एफिशियन्सी, डॉक्टरांची कॅपॅसिटी आनी तेंचे सक्सेस रेट वाडोवपाक जे कितें मशिनां घेवंक जाय ते सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट हॉस्पिटलान उपलब्ध जाता.
CMR Vasius robotic system. It contains the side arms, which are called the bedside units, and a Vasius robotic console on which the surgeon sits, and then he has to operate. The arms are already in the patient's abdomen, but the surgeon doesn't have to be in touch with the patient directly. He just sits on the console and moves the joystick-like instruments which are in his hands and which help him to operate. It has all instruments like graspers, monopolar, bipolar, power points, scissors, and so on, which makes the surgery very easy. And since the robo is not handheld, but it is held by the robotic arms, not the surgeon's arms, it is very steady, has no vibrations, and it becomes very precise. Thank you so much.
My congratulations म्हणजे सारखे डॉक्टर केदार फडते आणि जयश्री फडते टू स्टार्ट अ फर्स्ट रोबोटिक इंस्ट्रुमेंट इन गोवा. आनी ताणें तो सगळ्यांकूच ओपन दवरला, अशें न्हय की आपुणूच करतलो म्हणून. सो कोणाक जर भुरग्यांक शिकपाक जाय किंवा इवन GMCचे दोतोर सपोज सगळ्यांक ट्रेनींग घेवपाक जाय जाल्यार दे कॅन कम. आनी ताजो मेंटर जो आसा डॉक्टर शैलेश पुणतांबेकर, ही वॉज देर वेन हांवें बरोबरच टाटा हॉस्पिटलान शिकिल्लें. ही इज द बेस्ट इन दिस रोबोटीक सर्जरी. आनी हें नवीन जें मशीन आयलां इट इज मच चिपर दॅन द ओरिजिनल वन. तांचो पेटंट आशिल्लो, आतां पेटंट गेलो म्हणून आतां ही कॉस्ट कमी जाली. दॅट्स वाय जनरल बाकीच्या सगळ्या लोकांकूय हेजो हेल्प जातली. आनी आय होप दीस वील बी अ न्यू मायलस्टोन इन द गोवा. बेटर एंड बेटर टॅक्नोलॉजी पेशंटांक ताजो फायदो जातलो आनी ताजो एंड रिजल्ट पेशंटाचें बरें जावप हेंच आमचो पेशंट इज द सेंटर ऑफ द न्ही पेशंटाक जर बरें आहा तें जालें जाल्यार नथींग लायक दॅट सो दीस रोबोटीक सर्जरी वील हेल्प पीपल रिक्यूप फास्टर म्हणजे तो फास्ट कामाक येवं शकता आनी तो परत बरो जावन तो परत फास्ट जोडूंक शकता नाजाल्यार ताजें फायनान्शियली ताका लॉस खूब जाता चड दीस हॉस्पिटलान व्हरप चड दीस कामा पासून चड व्हरप तो फास्ट बॅक टू वर्क इज द वन वीच इज बेस्ट कॅन बी डन बाय दीस रोबोटीक सर्जरी
आता जी नवीन रोबोटिक टेक्नॉलॉजी आलेली आहे ती पहिल्यांदा गोव्यात इथे आलेली आहे आणि ही खूप स्वस्तात लोकांना अवेलेबल राहणार आहे त्याच्यामुळे सगळ्या प्रकारच्या कॅन्सर सर्जरीज या रोबोटिकली होऊ शकतात त्याच्यात सेफ्टी आहे आणि लवकर रिकव्हरी होऊ शकते हा पहिलाच रोबोट आहे अख्ख्या गोव्यामधला त्याच्यामुळे या रोबोटिक सर्जरीनी पेशंटच्या करता खूप मोठा फायदा आहे पोट न उघडता छाती न उघडता अशा प्रकारचे ऑपरेशन्स सगळी आपण करू शकतो म्हणून रिकव्हरी इज व्हेरी फास्ट रोबोटिक सिस्टम विच इज कम टू गोवा दिस इज द फर्स्ट इन्स्टॉलेशन ऑफ रोबोट इन गोवा अँड दिस विल हेल्प यू टू डू पेनलेस कारलेस सर्जरी दिस इज एस्पेशली यूजफुल फॉर ऑल टाइप ऑफ कॅन्सर सर्जरी सो विदाउट ओपनिंग द चेस्ट विदाउट ओपनिंग द ॲबडोमेन यू आर गोइंग टू डू ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ सर्जरी through this keyhole which will be of great benefit especially for the Goan people and the price at which it is going to be done is very very cheap so patients can take advantage you don't have to pay a lot of money to get these kind of surgeries done in Goa now.
I congratulate Dr. Kedar Patte, his wife and his team for having launched this prestigious and very very important project in the state of Goa. This is a unique project. This has been tried, I am told, in Pune. They are doing very well. And this is the first of its kind in Goa. This is innovative, what is happening today in the medical field. All surgeries are being done with the help of robots outside. And this is the first time in Goa we are getting this. So I think it's an excellent idea. We are moving in a technological world, in a technological era. And slowly we are moving towards robotic surgeries, which is part of the life in other countries. So in Goa, Kedar Patte gets the first opportunity to launch this, and I am sure he will do extremely well in this.
गव्हर्मेंटाचे हितून बी GMCन बी आसले यूज
Government should cooperate with them. Government should coordinate with him and work out some solution. Because सगळ्यांत गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन जाता अशें नासता. Somebody has brought it, taken a challenge. He has launched this. So I think government should also work out some understanding with him.